Hello, beach friends. So a pretty big cold front has moved through Florida, but the Gulf isn't quite finished settling yet. Today is my third day of shelling in a row since that cold front arrived. Look at that pretty colorful moon snail. But today we're headed away from the crowds of Sanibel that I've been exploring for the last 2 days to somewhere a little quieter. Kice Island is part of Florida's 10,000 islands, a stretch of wild barrier islands south of Marco Island. You do need a boat to get there, and unlike the last 2 weeks on Sanibel, since Kice is only accessible by boat, it changes the experience completely. Now, these barrier islands act like gentle catcher's mitts. They collect what the Gulf releases. I like to shell at low tide, but with Kice Island, I really feel like I can come here at high tide or low tide, and you're gonna probably find some pretty great specimens. Now I'm gonna wrap around the island. I wanna get to the front of the Gulf facing part of the island and see what all is there. That's where the majority of the shells are gonna be. Not that you wouldn't find things as soon as you get off the boat, but I think my plan today is to get to kind of the middle of the island. So it's hard because I know there may be shells here and I don't want to go too quickly because I can miss things, but I don't want to go too slow because that means I'm not going to get to the middle of the island. So I'm just going to kind of try to time it okay so I cover as much as I can. Oh, yeah, it's a rookie shell, but nice. A banded tulip, the Centura hunteria. That is a swell find, not altogether unsurprising, relatively common. Hopefully there'll be one or two uncommon things here. I haven't been to Kice in quite a while. That's terrific. That's another banded tulip. Because it hasn't really been producing shells. But today I was really hoping to find a nice variety of the colorful, smooth, textured treasures today. And boy, did Kice deliver, including some less common seashells, as well as something I've never been able to collect before, and a surprise or two. So if you're ready to see what all is out there for us today, let's go to the beach. Okay, Kice, what do we got? Look at this nutmeg. Look at how dark that is. Oh, that's pretty. That's a common nutmeg. Actually, I think the top of it might be like discolored dark. I don't care. I think it's really pretty. Oh, okay. So this is the way Kice, I feel like it used to look like this. And then we kind of hit that dry patch for, I don't know, a year or so. So this looks awesome. This kind of reminds me of the old Kice. Oh, it's going to be a good day. Another nutmeg, yeah? Okay. So again, this is day 3. This is Tuesday, February 3rd. And I'm here out in the 10,000 Islands. I've already been to Sanibel for 2 days, and then this is the 3rd day. So I'm trying to really just capitalize and maximize getting out there when the shells are good. Nice nutmeg. So I did go 3 days in a row, again, just to, if it's the shelling's good, man, make hay while the sun is shining, right? So better shell. So that's a pear whelk. I think we'll learn the scientific name of that shell next. The next time I find a whole bunch of them. That's an apple murex. That one is really pretty. It's got all its angles on it. All right. Oh, dear. All right. That's a lace murex. But there is a creature still inside of it. Okay. Let's find a puddle. Perfect. There you go. Okay, let's find somebody that's empty. Oh, perfect. A colorful moon snail. Yep, that's great. I do hope to find a lot of those. I love those shells. Oh dear. So that's a pear whelk. It's a little broken. Okay, lettered olive. And nope, colorful moon snail. Awesome. So yeah, I was hoping to, if I'm going to wash out that olive, just to make extra sure. Those creatures, especially after storms, Yeah, the mollusks get pretty beat up, and so it's possible they could, maybe they would have expired and be in the shell. So I'm gonna try to be real careful. I wish we had met sooner, colorful moon snail. Yeah, I'm gonna probably pass on you, but I'll console myself with this adorable little fighting conch and another nutmeg while I'm here. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. And that works for me. So here we have a top snail that's alive. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't happen often, but after storms and events like cold fronts and stuff, we will see more things that we don't normally see. So there are a couple of things today that I've never been able to kind of experience, and we'll get to that. Yes, another gaudy nautica or colorful moon snail. Some of these shells have two names. I do. I just love them. I wish they were called like tiger shells or something. They just remind me of a beautiful like tiger pattern. Oh, hello, lightning whelk. You are just terrific as well. Okay. That looks like a big old apple murex. Let's get a better look. I'm glad there was a little puddle there. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, that's awesome. It's in really good shape and it's pretty big. I don't know if you can kind of tell. That is a honkin' apple murex. Oh, see, that's the kind of thing I was really alive. Yeah. So the really kind of unusual, the really nice specimens. Okay. Banded tulip. That works. Tons of these pen shells here. I'll show you another shot where there's a lot of pen shells. So here's Kice. Yeah, looking like... It's weird to have this island... What am I looking at? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of hiding in plain sight. This horse conch here. And my heart is hammering. And it's alive. And I should have known that with other people on the island. But it was hiding in plain sight. I have missed horse conchs exactly like that. Just sitting right there. Just totally missed it. It happens. It happens. That is gorgeous. Orange fighting conch. Yeah, that is great. So that's like a sub-adult. The adults will have a very thick lip on it. Here's another lightning whelk, a sinister fulgur sinistrum. Excellent. Nice dark color on that with its nice little lightning markings. Another top snail. Are you empty? No, you are not. All right, so that is also not a keeper. Pretty animal. Kind of looks like the lettered olive almost. All right, this one's empty. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we'll leave one behind, but that's lovely. Another jujube top snail. Okay, lightning whelk. Lightning whelks are kind of common, so it's not surprising that I end up with kind of a few of them after these trips, but I still think they're quite lovely. Oh, look at that, a mangrove periwinkle. So those little creatures are the ones we'll see in the splash zone. So it's not really a land snail. It's not really a sea snail. It's kind of like a hybrid. Lovely. Okay, is that a lace? Yes, it is. A lace murex. Oh, I do like the little frills on the edge. I think they're so pretty. The top snail. Yep. So much like the other shelling mornings I've had, there's going to be old stuff kind of mixed in with the new stuff. Oh, another gaudy nautica. Awesome. Beautiful. Yeah, as long as that's shiny and not broken, that's great. So yeah, at any minute, anything can show up. I'm looking for any of those pen shells horse conchs. They do look similar. All right, another gaudy. Oh, look at how white that one is. That has like more white undertones. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay. So, and this kind of, sometimes my subconscious kind of takes over. Like I've been doing this so often that I'm just kind of sweeping my eyes and I'm letting like shapes, colors, things kind of pop out. Another beautiful, colorful moon snail. So I see the fighting conchs, ponderous arcs. Some things like the ponder, I don't even see them anymore. So it's a little bit older. I probably will pass on that one. Yeah, so just kind of sweeping, see if something kind of sticks out. It's kind of like a puzzle and a game. Oh, it's so fun. You are beautiful. You're a little chipped, but that's okay. You'll look great on a mirror. Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Well, hello, lettered olive. All right. So yeah, we have a nice lettered olive there. Oh, another gaudy. So Kice does have them. I do remember one time coming here, there was all gaudies and lace murex, and it was so great. And you keep finding like a shell that you really like anyway. Oh, it's awesome. They're so pretty. And they have a very distinct like aperture. Yep, that's cool. So we're just going to spend a couple of minutes here just so I don't torture you the entire video. So this is the gaudy Nautica section of the island. Let's see what this one looks like. Let's see. All right, you're pretty. You kind of look like the other ones. That's a standard, nice looking one. Are we going to cheat in the middle? Why? Yes, we are. Because this is a rose murex. So that's bucket list-ish shell. For me, I have a couple. They're still very rare to find. It's not, I shouldn't say it's not in great shape. I can't really tell. I'm going to bleach that. We'll see how that turns out. Now, are we back to the gaudies? Yes, we are. Okay. So, all right, you'll get some bleach, but you're kind of nice. Let's see you. Oh, yeah, you're nice too. Yeah, you're great. Oh, see, that one kind of has that Vera Moon snail, so it's like a little bit lighter in color, which I do like. I don't know enough. Yeah, that's really pretty. Yeah, that one too, with the stripes on it. That looks tiger-like to me. Kind of like tiger. Yep, that one too. So they're all just, well, all the shells are a little bit different. No two are exactly the same. I think this one might be my favorite one. It's a little bit bigger. Nice, dark, rich coloring on it. Oh, that's so pretty. Now these guys, it's called a colorful moon snail because the actual animal is very, very colorful. I've only seen like a glimpse of one or two once in a while, but love those seashells. Now, we're moving out of the Gaudy Nautica section into the pen shell section. This is just nuts. So the tide is coming in, but I haven't really been down by the water's edge anyway at this point. Like I kind of mentioned, sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. Uh-oh. Oh, those are dry like a cracker. Oh, so those are brittle stars. Oh yeah, they likely got washed up here and just stranded, and that's it. Yeah. So that's the first time I'm going to be able to collect a sea star. Now this, I saw the color. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. And then I'm like, oh man, it's probably alive. Let's see. Empty. Isn't that beautiful? So this is a rose murex with fantastic coloring on it. Oh, that is beautiful. And it's funny because like the morph of some shells, you know how chestnut turbans and the ribcantharus kind of have that bright orange color. It looks just like that. Beautiful. There's a dusky cone. Not to be confused with any of the other cones. So we only really got the Florida cone, the alphabet cone, the dusky cone. Although there is a Sozens cone. All right, there's a couple of cones. That is a horse conch. Fantastic. Empty, dry. Yeah, looks good to me. It's the Florida State shell. I love that the little ones are orange. And then there's that pearwhelk. So this is a Fulguropsis pyrroloides. Yeah, I know, that's quite a mouthful. We're going to learn that over the coming weeks. Well, oh, I see it. You see the spots? I like learn one at a time because then I'm able to make it stick. That's how habits work. Just little tiny things. All right, yeah, so I'm going to be real careful because I don't want to break the aperture of the shell. I don't mind breaking the shells inside the alphabet cone, but I don't want to break the lip. That is beautiful. Oh, it's so, yeah, a little bit of bleach, and that is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So that is an alphabet cone. Oh, I see a true tulip. Yep. Also nice. Now that has a little bit of the calcium carbonate. So they look like dry. It's just a coating, calcium carbonate. Yeah, water, acid, mineral oil will kind of remove that. I mean, obviously once it dries, it'll kind of come back. Very pretty true tulip. Okay, come on, buddy. You still are, you're kind of pliable. Whether or not this animal is unalive, I don't know. But just, I like to err on the side of caution. And if there were a lot of them, I would just throw my hands up. I mean, I can't, well, I guess I could put thousands of sea stars back in the ocean, but since it was only one, I felt that that was the right thing to do. Oh, cool. Another little horse conch. I wish they I mean, sometimes they do. When they get bigger, they turn to a paler or white color, but... Oh, osprey. Hey, osprey is having a morning... It's having its breakfast or brunch, however you want to call it. Love hearing them. You can kind of hear them chirp almost all the time. You can almost hear them just kind of chirping in the background. Oh dear. Okay, that is also like a cracker. Like, it's light. I can just tell. I've never been able to collect a sea star before. I had just been discussing this with a couple different subscribers, you guys, and yeah, I had never been able to collect one because they were just weird, misshapen. But I mean, it's so sad, but I can collect it at least. So yeah, I am gonna keep that. And this lace, yep. So there's something in it, but it's only a barnacle, so that is also safe to keep. Very nice. A little lace murex with a little bit of laciness to it. I like my home away from home. All right, what's here? Okay, just sitting there for me. Just waiting. Another rose murex was literally just popped on top of that. Now that I'm going to pop in bleach. All that other stuff will get loosened up. Probably a little bit of a dental pick action. I can clean that up. Yeah, no problem. Real pretty. Rose murex. Awesome. Lace murex. Okay. Yeah, these shells, they really are pretty hardy. Beautiful. Yep, that is terrific. So another lace murex. Alphabet cone. Yeah. You know, when I'm out there, I do. In my head, I see the shell and I say the name. It's, yeah, I guess something I've just kind of... It's just what I do. Oh, it would be kind of fun to shell somewhere where I had no clue what I was finding. But okay, it's a clam. It's a scallop. That alphabet cone. Awesome. A little bit of bleach. That'll clean up great. No way. Another rose murex. Oh, it's got those little spikes on it and everything. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, man, that is awesome. Oh, beautiful. Nice shape. Now, the only thing that would make this more perfect is if there was an alphabet cone here. That is just great. Huh. Look at that. An alphabet cone. Now, I didn't say a perfect alphabet cone. I just said alphabet cone. So I did get an alphabet cone. It's a little rough. I still think it's kind of fun. I might hold on to that. Yeah, I might. Okay. So the shells seem to be kind of concentrated in the higher rack line. Oh, another cone. Cool. Yeah, and when they're buried and they have black on them, I always like to give them like an extra check. Yep. Oh, that's real pretty. Well, it will be pretty. It just needs a little bit of bleach, and that's going to clean up really, really nice. All right, let's go down here. Let's go down into the muck. I did wear my boots, so I can be dry all the way up to my knees. Yeah, and this is kind of like... It's kind of like mud. It's very, very organic kind of matter. It's kind of mushy, kind of squishy. Would you like to just check it? You know what? Yep, I think so too. I think it is the perfect time for me to be quiet and let you have some beach time. So yeah, whatever kind of trees and stuff used to be here really kind of locked down the organic matter And really what I like to call the cone zone, but I'm going to move up more. Oh, look, a cone. Let's make sure there's nothing. It's a seashell, so it's probably empty. Let's find a puddle. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's great. Another cone. That one's really nice. There's none of those like pitting on it. A very nice alphabet cone. Oh, yeah, we got a cracker sea star here. Okay. Aww. Yeah, it's kind of like when I found the seahorses. Like, it's kind of this, like, I'm excited about collecting the sea star, but I do realize it needs to be dead in order for me to collect it. So it is what it is. I am going to grab, because I've never, ever been able to do it before. So I am going to grab a couple of these sea stars. And I was not the only one. I did talk to a couple other people who also experienced the same thing. They were able to get or collect some of these sea stars. Oh, and they're real pretty. Oh, look at this guy. Yep, dry. I've never seen them like this. So I guess I just wasn't in the right place at the right time during these storms. Or this was just a particularly, I don't know, violent kind of storm for these guys. But there's another sea star. Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah, normally I'm plopping these guys back into the water. This one's a little squishier. I think it had it was kind of like tumbled with obviously shells and whatnot when it was drying, so it's just a little bit different. Yep, so that's no. So their bodies are made of calcium carbonate. That's a 9 sea star. Yeah, I was checking to see if I should plop it back in the water. I am not going to keep that, but I am going to keep this 5-arm one. Pretty. Okay, Nutmeg. Real nice pointy top on that one. What's this? Yellow. Oh, it is a very, very well-behaved Florida cone. I think I saw that aperture. It looked pretty good. All right, so just try not to sweep the camera too quickly. Excellent. All right, we have a straggler here. One of those gaudies made it out of the colorful moon section of the beach. Here's a shark eye. Terrific. All right, there's another cone. This one looks like a little fossilized to me. Like it's really been here a long time. And then a little fighting conch. Oh, there's a critter in there. Okay, bud. You're going to need to go in the water. I don't know whether you're viable, but either way, you're going in the water. Oh, an alphabet cone. Trying to hide with its periostracum. Now, try as you might, alphabet cone. I got my eye on you. All right, any other gaudies? Is there, what is that? Is that a tulip? Oh, an old, sand dollar. Yeah, it's viable. I could collect that. I'm not going to, just because still has all like those little hairs and stuff on it. All right, we'll snag that banded tulip. Why not? Okay, now I do want to find a puddle. I do want to get that fighting conch in. Excellent, that one looks great. I'll deposit it in there. All right, here we have a pointed Venus clam. I feel like I only find those on Fort Myers Beach. Interesting, here on Kice. So that is a pointed Venus clam. And at this point, I've made it just about mid-island. So I am going to turn around at this point and see what I possibly have missed. Sometimes if I go like on the lower rack line, on the way back, I'll go on the higher rack line. Here is another one of those mangrove periwinkle shells. That's a pretty big one too. Now something like that, I would not put in acid. They're pretty delicate. So that I would only put like mineral oil on. An angel wing. Very nice. That waffle pattern throughout the entire thing. And toward the end there on the left, it uses those little pieces on the outside of the shell to rock itself into the substrate. It's really interesting. This is a fabulous shell. I love these. This is a ribbed cantharus, happens to be that orange morph. So it's not quite as vibrant as a rose murex, but boy, is it pretty. The ribbed cantharus. Oh, here's another orange shell. All right, a Florida cone. Now, I get asked a lot if I'm afraid of Florida cones, and I'm not, because the ones in Florida eat worms. So they do have a poison, but it's not super strong compared to cones in other parts of the world. So I would encourage you to not handle live cones at all. But if you do, you're probably okay, unless of course you're allergic to bees, in which case you might have a problem. So just be really careful. Be real careful. All right, that is a Florida horse conch. Lovely. And they stay, or, they stay, I guess it depends. Like sometimes they lose their color. They're all different. So they're always orange, almost always orange, but sometimes they're yellow. So this is another one of those lace murex shells. Lovely. Oh, okay. We have olive. Yeah, lettered olive and a lace murex. Oh, isn't that pretty? And I really hope it's not, okay, yeah, empty. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a shell in there, but that's fine. I can collect that. Really pretty fighting conch. Very nice. Now, this looks a little misleading. I did spend well, hold on. There's a shell here I need to grab. And there it is. Okay. Yep, that's a nice looking moon snail. No, it's a little broken, but that's okay. Yep, I'm going to absolutely make an exception. So other than that, though, I know it looks like there might be a lot of like really great stuff here, but there's not. It looks like there is. I spent a couple minutes here. Yeah, I had seen what I thought was a really nice lightning whelk in the water, and I stood there a while. I couldn't get it. All right, there's a lightning whelk. Yeah, I can pass on that. And that. Yep, quick. So that's lightning whelk. Sunray bean. I mean, there are shells. I could spend some time here, but look for the good stuff. Yeah, it's a true tulip, a little pitted. I'll probably pass on that. Yeah. What about... All right. I finally settled on that. I decided I didn't want to deal with bleach with the other shells. Honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I keep stuff, sometimes I leave it. It just kind of depends on my mood. Uh-oh. You're alive. You should, yeah. Let's put you right there. There you go, friend. The tide's coming in. We know that. Yep, we'll head off this way. Oh, wait a minute. I see somebody who needs a little assistance. All right, come on, friend. If you've made it, and I kind of did see a couple of dried up mollusks. There were some creatures that did not make it back into the water, but let's give this little creature a little help. Yeah, I wanted to put it in something more like a tide pool than a washing machine. There you go. Because, yeah, I wouldn't want to get stuck in there. Nope. So, yeah, this is where I spent a little bit of time. I thought I saw a real nice lightning whelk. And, yeah, nope. No. So I was not successful. I did get this banded tulip, so it's not like I walked away empty-handed, but it was a little bit frustrating. And plus, not that it's wasting time, but like how long am I going to stand there looking for one shell when I can kind of wander around finding a bunch of different things? So I guess we all just kind of do it a little bit differently. I'm looking for variety. That is gorgeous shark eye. I guess everyone's looking for variety, aren't they? But that is a great shark eye. Although at this point, I will say, it's not like I come here and expect a big horse conch. If I find one, great, but I'm not going to... That is real pretty calico scallop. I'm not going to spend too much time, because you can't really look for much else. So that is a lovely nutmeg. Got a couple of those, nice pointy top on those. Oh, a ribbed cantharus. I do like these. Oh, that's got a little bit of sea lace on it. That's kind of fun. So a little bit of sea lace on that ribbed cantharus. I probably will remove it. Something like that I wouldn't try to necessarily keep on there. Oh, so that one looks a little bit more like that Vera's moon snail I alluded to earlier. So it looks like a gaudy, like from a structural standpoint, but the color is just a little different. Well, hi, spiny jewel box. Awesome. I'm going to keep that. Another, okay, apple murex. That's nice. That has really nice. Oh, and you're alive. You're nice too, but I'm not going to keep you. There you go. Let's find a little puddle. There you go. All right, we'll take that apple murex. That is just wonderful. And you know what else is wonderful? My Patreons. And as I'm walking here today, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you to those of you who support the channel. Being able to come out to places like this and explore these beaches and share them with you, I cannot put into words what that means to me. So your support helps make these trips possible, and it means the world to me. So whether you're able to support in that way or you're simply here walking the beach next to me, I'm really glad you're here and that you're part of this little seashell community. We know it's not just about the shells. The critters, I love them too. Here is a fighting conch and a lettered olive. And another gaudy nautica. All right, that also is out of the section where you're supposed to be, but that's okay. Wow. Wow, that's buttery. Buttercup Lucine. Yeah, something that bright is definitely going to make its way home with me. Beautiful. Oh, so this is a Florida prickly cockle, but it's albinistic. Oh, would you? Oh, it's just so pretty. So it's like in between. It's not albino. It's not full flavor. Oh, it's beautiful. So that is a Florida prickly cockle. And that's going to be the last seashell I pick up today. So this was everything I wanted it to be. Thank you so much, Kice, especially after those 2 days on Sanibel. I had a feeling Kice was going to be pretty good. And anytime I come to the 10,000 Islands, I always come down with SWFL Shell Guide. You can find her information in the description box below. So I love picking up garbage, especially the plastic. But for whatever reason, I can't seem to get it together on the same scale. So I'm going to add that 0.9 to this 5.8. Which gives us 6.7 ounces today. But overall, that means I'm getting there almost 100 pounds, a little over 89 pounds of garbage from the beach. Now today, I removed sea stars for the first time, including some brittle stars. There are some alternate talons there. That is a angel wing. There's Florida horse conchs, the mangrove periwinkles, the Florida prickly cockles. And then down below that, we have lightning whelks. Most of the pretty good ones, nice size too. Some pointed Venus clams, some nutmegs on the bottom, some Florida cones, and a couple of alphabet cones, which was super duper fun. So there's also lace murex, some apple murex, some top snails on the bottom there. There are calico scallops. There is a buttercup lucine, as well as a bunch of those lettered olives, some banded tulips, some fighting conchs, pear whelks. And then there's, let's see, where am I going to go? All right, yeah, the colorful moon snails. We know that I picked up a couple of those. So we have some spiny jewel boxes, moon snails. There is that tinted cantharus, or ribbed cantharus rather, some cones. There is a little marginella there. It looks like a drill, sunray Venus clam. My favorites, I decided, was going to be that big apple murex, the spiky jewel box, that one dark nutmeg, the two true tulips, and then the rose murex, and that orange ribbed cantharus. So what a special day. That was so fun. That is the way winter shelling is supposed to be. Now next week we're headed back to Sanibel. So until then, I hope you have yourself a great week, and I'll see you again next Sunday.